Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Map 2. We are the Collegiate Star League, and we are bringing you the Ro16 between two of the top teams, UC Santa Cruz and Polytech de Montreal. Team from the north versus team from the south. South meaning the United States, and two regions going at it, two completely differentiating play styles. One completely aggressive in the form of UCSC, and Poly, the more thorough team, clearing out angles and making more late executes. And well, that first map, that took a lot of energy out of me. I don't know about you, Will.
Yeah, Joey, it's just, honestly, this is kind of like a criticizing and complimenting at the same time. I've never seen UCSC play that well. In the past times we've seen them play, it was honestly exactly the opposite of what we just seen today. So they haven't been that good, but today, holy crap, they look amazing. And Poly, maybe they're not strong on Cobble, maybe they had the jitters. So we'll see if they could bring it back on map 2. And on top of that, Mirage is one of those maps where you need a lot of coordination. This is a map where you definitely, I guess, would favor Poly, just from what we know, for their coordination and their discipline, because Mirage definitely requires a lot of that.
Yeah, we're gonna see a whole different game here on Mirage. It's not quite like Cobble, like you said. Coordination is even more key. You can't have an individual player like Sayo in the end, who found 3 entries, and 2 of them with a MAC-10, picking up an AK. And even that smoke in the end to delay that retake forced the CTs to come through that last choke point. And just a really sick play, really individual play in the end out of UCSC. And we're not going to be able to see those kind of individual plays clutching rounds as often here on Mirage. Really a map that requires a lot more smokes to choke off points, and if you're just out one smoke, you know that could stop you from crossing, from A site to connector. And it's those type of small details on a map like Mirage that can kind of bite you. So we'll have to see who comes out on top. Obviously, okay, sorry, someone typed Dust too. We are gonna get ready shortly, guys, on Mirage. So it was just a coincidence that we've kind of had Cobble and Cash over the past. I kind of thought we'd see it again, just because it's been our CSL tradition over these last couple best of threes. We're gonna get readied up real shortly here, guys. Yeah, I don't even know what to expect anymore. All of these maps could go either way, in my opinion. Both of these teams are just playing out of their minds.
Yeah, remember, guys, the first map was Cobblestone. That was CSL's choice, and UCSC just won Cobble 16-14. It came down to round 30. But this map, it is the choice of Poly. So let's see what Poly has in store for us. Mirage, it's kind of a CT-sided map, especially when it comes to higher level play. So I'm expecting maybe like a 9-6, 10-5 scoreline. But we'll see. Let's see. Maybe UCSC, they have tricks up their sleeve as well.
Yeah, and knife round going live. We'll see who's going to get that aforementioned CT side. Can be hugely important, and depending on the team, we've seen teams opt for that T side on Mirage. Getting that pistol round could lead you into a quick 3-0, which is extremely nice to have. And yeah, it looks like Poly will be swapping. So, oh no, yes, UCSC, they will be taking that CT side. Yeah. And obviously a really important side to get at least 10 rounds on. Anything less than that feels like a failure, and this pistol round's definitely going to be huge. See what they're going to purchase. Armor, a couple decoys, obviously, and yeah, just straight armor across the board. So
10 armors. That's
wow.
Interesting. Yeah.
Lots of decoys.
Not too often that you see this. Oh, I like this strat. This actually is kind of like an NM Puggy strat, where you just throw 5 decoys into ramp, and they're actually not even waiting. Usually you just wait, but all 5 of them are going to come out of Palace, and look at the crossfires, completely destroying the push of Polytech. And this is why just having that smoke, having that flash is so useful. But Yasu, he gets a double entry, brings it back to a 2v3 situation. And now UCSC, they have to go for kind of like a retake situation. No, the bomb's down.
Yeah, the bomb not even planted. Actually, not in a good spot at all. Lefu being a little careful, and Jojo, he's going to find that kill. So now it's all down to a 1v3. Lefu, he's going to have to go huge, but he's completely pinned in. He only has one spot he can plant from this point, but he's going to try and find one more kill before he commits to it. 53 seconds left, has a lot to work with, goes for the reload on the Glock, and now he's going for the spam, finds the first headshot, and Jojo, he's low as well. He could turn this into a one-on-one very quickly, but nice headshot on Neuro from the top of stairs with the single dink, finishing off Lefu, and UCSC, they came back from what was just a immediate Glock train from the Poly side.
Yeah, so a little bit peculiar just to see on your T side, no nades at all whatsoever. I mean, once the CT pistols, they just land instant headshots. I mean, there's not much you can do. The pistol round is so volatile, and it looks like Poly, they are gonna force up. It looks like all 5 of them are gonna go towards this B site. It might be just like a straight up delayed B rush with flashes running over the top.
Yeah, and well, they have committed. Looks like they do want to just go for this B execute outright, and they have the armor to work with, and they're just going to go out fast, pouring out of apartments, but there's 2 set up. Neuro goes down immediately after only getting 1 kill, and I don't know if that's going to be enough, but they rotate so fast here on the side of UCSC, but the Tech 9 and P90 doing so much damage. Polytech, on what was just a Tech Force buy, they now have a P90 in hand, but Daikon, he's flanking, he's biding his time, but now he's been spotted out, HQZ finding him, and now they're getting pincered in. Thankfully, there's no one in market, so they don't really have to worry about a big crossfire, but Daikon with the second kill with the P90, and now it's all down to HQZ, 11 HP to work with, has to find the instant-dink, unable to do so. UCSC winning the round, they really should have in the end, but a lot closer than it should have been, and a lot of utilities and weaponry lost in that round.
That actually looked really bad for UCSC, immediately getting 3 entries. There was 2 entries onto the B side, and then the rotator got killed too, so it looked like Poly, they were in a position to take it, but nice retake coming in from UCSC, and that's gonna net them the second round. And Poly, they're not gonna be able to buy this round, but the next round they're gonna have a lot of utilities. I think they might even be able to buy an op if they go glass cannons. So nice. It was nice that they got the plant, and this should be a clean round coming in from UCSC. This should be a time where they build up their bank.
Yeah, and actually look at this aggressive play from Daikon. Perfect anti-eco play. Playing his gun to his advantage. He can run and gun with that P90 all day, and all the 5.7s, those are going to be able to clean up as well from underpass. So UCSC just going aggressive, knowing they're not going to go against armored opponents, and just kind of stopping any play that might have happened. So good read by them. Nice aggression into underpass, as well as that top mid play with the P90 on Daikon. So pretty much a clean round. Daikon actually going down, maybe overcommitting, trying to find, just get those cleanup frags. A little bit hungry, but nonetheless, shouldn't be much for Yasu to do unless he finds kills like that. Second kill on the round with the Deagle, and suddenly it's starting to look a lot scarier. He has a P90 on his back, and well, with how successful he is with that Deag, I'd almost recommend just sticking to it, and he'll do just that, flips back over, and this is going to allow him to have a lot more range, a lot more consistency. P90 is going to allow him to play up close as well, so he has a lot of utility to work with. He can go for the spray on a Neuro, but Sayo rather finds the kill. Perfect dink, nice crosshair placement on him, and well, again, UCSC, some of these rounds are looking a little bit scary. Obviously, they're in a really great advantage, that 3-on-1, but with how deadly Yasu is with that Deagle, definitely can't count him out.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't too big of a deal. Just minor,
yeah,
I guess, jitters coming in. Quantum really wanting that kill. He gets punished for it, but otherwise not too big of a deal. I think Poly, they're actually getting caught off guard. UCSC, their calling has been pretty on point. I don't know who their IGL is, but they're mixing it up with aggression, with passivity. And Poly, they're playing their slow defaults again. They have map control around the mid area. Let's see what they can get. Epsilon with a nice entry onto Daikon.
Yeah, and that smoke's going to be huge, blocking off the window. Well, now they're not going to be able to read anything here from mid, so they're going to have to just default back onto the sites. And Jojo, he's waiting for a boost here on window. Doesn't want to get caught off guard or allow too many points of entry here for the T's, and they're just walking out ramp. Quantum, he's in a great position to find something. He's going to peek up the ladder, spots no one in Palace. Now he's aware that the only point they could be coming from is the ramp, but he gets lit immediately. So he gets the 1 kill, goes for the pop flash, and now he can peek again. Perfect flash onto Lefu, but unable to capitalize on it. So it's still a pretty big advantage for Poly and HQZ. from the flank, just Poly completely obliterating the defense on UCSC. And that was the first buy round, and they play it perfectly. Great map control, great awareness from the team, and just that one smoke at mid was enough to scare the defense on UCSC to really not play that A site really appropriately, and Quantum was left alone to stop that ramp push.
Yeah, Poly, they were so low. I think 3 players were on like sub 10 HP, but they all make it out alive. It looks like UCSC with a full-on ramp push here. HH doing a good job falling back, but he's gonna actually no. There's gonna be his teammate that gets traded. So HH, he's in a awful position right now. He has to actually just fight this, and they're gonna lose 2 guns and an anti-eco. Oh
wow.
No! At least the rest of the team, they get the free B site, but I'm pretty sure UCSC, they are gonna try to go for this retake because it is 4-on-3. They have 2 guys with 2 guns. They are going to go for this. It's going to be extremely dangerous for Poly. Let's see if they can get these initial kills. Sayo, he's looking. Yeah, okay, no, he capitalizes on them, and I think this might be a safe call. Nope, Jojo, he gets that first kill, and Quantum with the second kill. Now it's all up to Li Fu. He's all by himself. 1v2 situation. There is no kit. They have to move fast.
He does have the ability to spray at long range, finds the first kill, and now it's down to Jojo. He gets a little panicked, spray a little messed up, but he has a lot of time to work with now, and he's just biding the clock. He's pretty much won the round single-handedly, just playing the clock down. And as it was an eco for UCSC, they can't expect to win it, but getting it close to a 2v1, they're definitely going to feel a little bit defeated not winning it.
Yeah, that is actually a massive victory for UC Santa Cruz because they literally had pistols and some nades, and then of course half armor. So it was pretty much a save round with like a half buy, and they kill all 5 members and get to save an AK. So huge victory from UCSC. They are gonna go on to another save though, but you can see the money from Poly. They're all broke. One person with 2,700, he's gonna be able to buy, but that was a very nice round coming in from UCSC.
Yeah, and well, because they did a little bit of a quasi-buy, they're going to have to be forced into another pistol armor. Not enough to commit to those rifles, and Daikon doing a little bit of damage, and actually unable to find it, only damage done to himself. Yasu finding the first entry for the team, and defense kind of just all over the place. Nothing really towards A. Yasu playing the angle, getting a lot of information. Now he's going to be able to hop out. He's completely cleared this A site for the team, and that's just going to allow him to pour right through connector, spamming through the smoke Epsilon is, and Jojo actually finds the kill with the AK he was able to save. He's in a great position to find another one because the bomb hasn't gone down, and the rest of the T's really haven't rotated, but Epsilon pushes straight through jungle, finds the kill on the rotating CT, and now it's definitely not in their advantage, so we're going to see Jojo fall back, try and find maybe one more exit here towards the jungle player, Epsilon, but that's all he's really looking for, and he's just going to fall back and hopefully try and save this AK. Yeah.
So the retake is obviously not going to come in. I think they spotted him, so they know that these 2 players are going to be saving. The hunt is on, but Sayo, he only has a pistol, and he still punishes Epsilon, and he falls back. This is very smart. Most people will try to go for that AK and get trade fragged immediately, but he knows. This is what like high-level Counter-Strike looks like. He's just going to save, try to get that extra kill, but at least they got the 2 kills onto Polytech, and they still managed to save the AK. So 3-3, Polytech striking back, getting 3 rounds under T side, and this is going to be one of the first full gun rounds. No, actually, this is the second full gun round that we're going to see. And let's see what Poly has in store for us.
I don't know if you're feeling it, but I think Poly's going to do amazing on this T side. They are very calculated. Their lurk player is always mixing up their positioning and always able to find at least 1 kill on the rotating CTs, whether it's a buy round or not. And that's what's really scary on a map like Mirage. If you have your timings down to that kind of a T and perfected like that, it can be really hard to rotate in time and play these sites effectively. So we'll see if they can get a little bit more mid/connector control, which we've seen be really huge. And well, Sayo, he's up spotting mid, sees nothing, and well, I don't know if he's gonna be prepared for this lurker on the from underpass and left boot. He finds the first kill, kind of overcommits, and Daikon, he'll go down as well to no. So a man advantage again for Polytech, and they just storm out. But it will get evened out by JoJo here from CT, and the bomb's actually down right in front of the smoke. They have no idea about this, and JoJo, he's going to be able to play the edge of the smoke really well. And the op on Sio, he's going to even down to 2-on-1, but quickly trade out by No, and now it's all on JoJo here from the CT spawn. Starting to sound like a rapper, but I'm not, and well, he's going to have to do a lot. Thankfully for No, he's going to be able to recover the bomb. Goes for the plant here, it's safe. Planning for connector, he's actually going to fake the plant, and that could have been extremely detrimental, but he wins the aim duel, and kind of outplayed JoJo, forced him commit to that peak, and he was prepared for it. So Polytech getting a 4th round on the board, and most importantly, forcing another save onto UCSC.
Yeah, that almost looked pretty bad for Poly because they expected the guy to get the plant down, and everyone was in a perfect after plant position. Another strength of Poly, you could see the after plants were perfect, but the bomb carrier actually got spammed, and that threw a wrinkle in their plans. But fortunately, they were able to take the round. And another eco round, like you said, this should be a clean round in Polytech. They've been losing a lot of players on these eco rounds, so they have to win this round cleanly, maximum losing one person, and preferably nobody. And look at UCSC, they gambled over towards this B site here, 4 on the B site.
Yeah, very passive map control. This is a common default. Lefu, he's playing the flank position, or rather the lurk position, to make sure they don't get flanked. And he's just going to hold A ramp. He's able to spot Palace from here as well. And if anyone tries to push through A, he's going to be there to stop it. And this allows you to get that mid control, start to push underpass and take apps as well. And they could even push connector if they want to. No, finding that first kill, but actually gets traded out by the 5-7 on JoJo. And these guys just keep dueling time and time again. So, you know, it's going to be just a back and forth game. But Epsilon, he's going to find the kill on B. I don't know if they're going to expect Quantum. He turns around, finds the flick shot with the P250, recovers the AK-47 as well. And he's at a great angle to find another kill. Looking for the spray. HQZ committing a little too much, and Quantum, he finds another kill. So he's set up perfectly, no armor, but has an AK-47. It's a 2v1. HQZ biding his time, playing around the arches, and UCSC winning the save round when they really shouldn't have. And it's just came down to individual play. Everyone across the map playing to perfection with those pistols.
I mean, this always happens, man. I just complimented Poly on playing together as a team, and then you just see there they just went one by one, and it's like, yeah, if at least the pistol wins the duel, then you could be there for the trait frag. But I mean, a bit of sloppiness you see from Poly, and that's gonna cost them the round. And it looks like they're gonna go on an eco too. You should not be losing those rounds. If you're like a top tier team, you cannot afford to lose a eco round.
Yeah, it was looking really good for them, and now they're just going to rush out B with the Tech 9s in their hand. Not a lot of armor, but can't find that first kill. HQZ, fortunately, he's going to be able to trade, and that's actually the B site completely opened up. A man advantage as well, but they only have Tech 9s to work with. Aim punch is going to be a huge detriment to them. If they can play this range well, UCSC could definitely retake this, but the op on Quantum could be to their detriment, and that Tech 9 just drive-by. Real G style with that weapon, and kind of living up to its name. So now JoJo and Daikon, he's from the flank and apps. No is watching this choke point, but not from the best angle. He might be able to flank this player in the market, but Yasu just pushes straight through window, finds the kill. And is this a back-to-back eco? No and HQZ completely destroying this B defense, and just back-to-back. Both these teams going back and forth, frankly, on these force buys.
Wow, yeah. I mean, maybe a little bit of sloppiness coming in. That's actually kind of unlucky for UCSC's part too, because they were doing that boost. I think they were counting for a full buy coming in from Poly, but then they forgot that they killed so many members of Poly over the last few rounds. So I think that was a miscalculation of economy on their part, and that's when they did the boost and they got caught off guard. So Poly taking that to their advantage, they are gonna win that round back. So this is gonna force UCSC onto an eco of their own. Poly, they have to secure this round, and they have to make sure they do it cleanly.
Yeah, LaFoe, he's playing this angle again. It looked like they were gonna push ramp. He got a little afraid. They got the information and just fell back. So. And maybe not fear as so much as information gathering, and they were just going to count their blessings. They were able to kind of narrow down the fact that this A push wasn't coming in immediately, but this connector push could be huge. No, he's the first man. He's the entry, looking to find this kill onto Daikon, but he's not peeking, so they've seen these 5-7s in the past, and if they play their cards right, they could definitely find something. But LaFoe, he finds a kill on the Quantum, and they're not ready for this A take at all. 2 players going down, completely opening up the site, and there's not a lot now for UCSC to work with. This is going to be just trying to find entries at this point, or exits.
Yeah, in UCSC, they should... Ooh, he actually gets a kill onto Leafu. Nobody watching for his CT, actually. A little bit of a mistake there, but this should still be another round for Poly. I mean, at this point, it's just holding for exits, like you said. Maybe doing a little bit more economic damage, and maybe saving the AK. That's what they're going for.
Well, that was a nice Kobe by HQZ. Yeah. You know, CSGO hitboxes can be a little odd, you know. You throw it above the box, but it still hits some random invisible pixel that's just, you know, sitting there. But regardless, you know, they're going to get this round, and it's starting to look really favorable. This is kind of what I expected about round 3 or 4. Their T side was just looking so dominant, and Epsilon 6 spray down in the end, only going against ecoed opponents, but still on point no matter what they're going against. And we're actually seeing this economy not very strong for UCSC. They had to save, but because they immediately got their money broken, they're not going to get a lot of money to work with this in the second round. And yeah, we're just going to see a scout come out of Quantum to even out that money. Yeah, and you know, just kind of distribute the money a little more evenly for the team. And they're going to have to, you know, pull something out of their hat again. And LaFoe playing a little bit closer. They've actually taken the A Palace Apartments this time. Oh, nope, they just have a crossfire. No. Boosted up, catches Daikon trying to flash through that smoke. And he's not going to find anything. So mid control and A control taken, A ramp control. So they're going to be able to split this. But JoJo, he does find a kill with the 5-7. So a little bit of an overcommitment from Epsilon. And that HE actually just barely skates by Neuro. He's going to live with 8 HP remaining. And definitely not a round they should be able to win, but JoJo, he's actually snuck up right behind the smoke. He's in a great position to find a kill, at the very least on a planner. He's going to walk out, but Nono's ready for it. Not quite. He actually loses that aim battle to a 5-7, but thankfully, Yasu, here from the top of stairs, is able to trade it out. So not a big loss for them, and Sayo, not enough HP for this retake. Even though he has armor on board, it's one shot and he's dead. So maybe had he known how low Poly was, he might have gone for it. And at the same time, it's not a bad idea to save. Obviously, they do have plenty of money to buy in the following round. So you can't really fault them. Not a lot of information to work with to make that play. And yeah, now we're seeing Poly get that 7th round on the T side of Mirage. And this is very scary. If you have a T side with a built economy, that's way worse than a CT side. Now you're going to have to just hold down round after round after round.
Yeah, I mean, Poly's playing this very well. I mean, a few times, both Poly and UCSC, it looked like their economy was going to tip one way or the other, but Poly, they brought it back, and once they brought it back, they are able to secure onto that lead. So 7 rounds, that's already an extremely good start. Even if they lose out, I mean, 7-8-1/2, that's not bad at all. That's actually really good. So let's see how many more rounds Poly can get on their T side, because I'm pretty sure they'd be happy with maybe like even 10. So that gives them a little bit of buffer on their CT side. Maybe they could lose the pistol and still be able to come back strong for the second half victory.
Yeah, and look how slow Poly's playing now. Switching it up, not going for that mid control this round. It's Sayo catching Epsilon, trying to be cheeky.
Yeah, Epsilon trying to sneak through that smoke. Maybe usually when it's smoked off, you don't really look at the smoke as a CT, just because you assume that they're not going to push through the smoke. So Epsilon trying to be cheeky, playing mind games there, but Sayo is not going to have any of that. And it looks like the hit is going to be over towards this B site. Sayo gets the second kill.
Yeah, Neuro set up on Cat as well, so he drops Nono down to 8 HP and completely just destroying it yet again. You know, every time they go towards B on a full buy round, Poly is not winning it. It seems like they're more successful with those fast Tech 9 rushes. And, you know, I won't be surprised if they're yet again kind of conditioned to just go for that more passive mid-control, take connector, take underpass, and try and split A in the end, because that's kind of their bread and butter, and it's where they've been getting most, if not all of these plans, aside from that Tech 9 force buy round. And, you know, I won't be surprised if they just end up going towards A for the next 3 buy rounds.
Yeah, you're right. When Poly has mid control, I mean, they do pretty well. And actually, look at Poly's money, because they've been constantly buying ops, and because on UCSC Eco rounds, they've been losing 2-3 members constantly. It looks like they are actually on the last bit of their buy here. The ops really do take a toll on your economy as well. And like you said, I think they are gonna hit towards the A site. The mid Epsilon, it looks like he falls down in underpass. It's a nice peek coming in. An A execute coming in, smokes out, flashes out. But look at UCSC and look at their positions. They push through smoke. Nice trades coming in. Li Fu and Yasu, they contribute to these kills. 2v3, it's going to be a retake situation. And Neuro, he's in a fantastic spot. Gets that kill. Now HH, he's in an impossible task. He has an impossible situation. He has to win this 1v3. Can he do it? And no, he doesn't. So UCSC, they are going to secure this 6th round.
Yeah, really important for them. And like you said, they've dwindled down Polytech's money so much that even that bomb plant is only going to allow them somewhat of a half buy. They can get 2 AK-47s, maybe drop a third if one of them's willing to go for a tech. And it looks like they're just going to go for that kind of half buy. Galil, 4 sets of Tech 9s, and this is where they rush B. This is where Poly has been so successful. Fast B, when they don't have the weaponry, just double flash out through window. They get the smoke onto arches to just extract the cat player, and then they just take the 5-on-1 duel with the player defending B, but they're actually not going to opt for that. I think they want to fake it and try and catch a rotate, so yeah, they're just going to go for that. Oh, actually a flub smoke on connector. This could be huge, but actually 2 on cat, so a perfect play by UCSC, just completely reading this and playing that mid control. They finally adapted to it, and well, Epsilon, he will get 1 kill for consolation, and Bomb going down. This will definitely allow them to get a nice buy in the last round, but this is not going to be easy to retake, or not easy to hold for them, rather. And yeah, Jojo, he'll be able to finish off the last player. It'll actually be Daikon with the USP. And 7-7 now, so UCSC grabbed 3 consecutive rounds. It was looking like a really strong T-half, and you still kind of got to favor Poly getting 7 rounds already. That's in my opinion a victory for them.
Yeah, it definitely is a victory. So I mean, you're expected to not win that round if you're Poly. All you want is the bomb plant, and that's exactly what they got. So look at the double ops. They actually can afford ops now because of the plant, and they decide to go with 2 ops. This is sometimes common in pro play and higher level play. If you're playing like a pick-based game, the ops can do wonders. And I think they know that UCSC has an auto sniper as well, and that's when the op can really go in hand.
Nice shot by Nono. Good setup for him. Completely punishing Daikon. He's trying to get that early pick for the team, and now he's going to force his team to play a lot more passive or make a play. They really have to commit to this, at least try and find an opening to even it up, but it looks like they're just going to commit to that UCSC style that they've been playing the whole game, not taking too many risks. In fact, I would say Daikon probably made one of the riskier plays this game. Even if they're able to take ramp and push on ecos, they don't fully commit. They're not. They know how Poly play, and they're not going to run into the grinder. So No finds another kill with this op, and he's just on point right now. Lefu looking for the taps, but he actually can't find the burst. And well, somewhat evening it out, giving a little bit more hope for UCSC, but that's a lot of information gathered. They know one's towards A. They know now one is on cat, so with that kind of information, they just want to commit to this A play. They know they've taken out 2 towards A, and odds are there's only going to be 1 left on site. And yeah, No, just so much information now. He's on top of Tetris, spotting jungle as well, so if anyone tries to rotate in, he's ready for it. And now it's up to his team to cross connector. They don't have a smoke, which definitely is not helpful, but they can plant safe and just play towards connector, play towards T-ramp rather, and just play a passive retake. And Epsilon, yeah, that's going to pretty much solidify the round now for Poly.
Yeah, No single-handedly delivering the round for them. Neuro and Sayo, they have to go for this impossible retake again, but it is the last round. But actually, both getting kills each. This is completely doable now. Neuro, he also has a kit here, but it's only planted for A main. So it looks like the A main player, all he has to do is peek out. And yeah, okay, so thankfully, Nono and HHQ, they secure the round. But Nono single-handedly opening it up with 2 picks, making it a 5v3 for Poly. He wins that round for them. In 8 rounds, they actually come out ahead on their T side. Massive half for Poly.
Yeah, definitely a massive half, and they're going to have to come up just as huge on the CT side. We can't count out how inconsistent, you know, the sidedness of some of these maps are. And, you know, it's really team-based. It's really based off of your momentum and kind of the meta within the matchup itself. And if Poly isn't able to hold down here on the pistol, it'll definitely start to see UCSC gain that ground, gain that momentum. And you really can't count out the Glock train. If they're able to get up in your face against USPs and you don't land your shots, it could be huge. But Quantum, he's not checking under Palace. No, he's able to fall back, and they're just dropping them like flies, one at a time with these USPs. And the 5-7 as well, doing tons of damage. This is not an easy take for Sayo. Yeah, he goes down immediately, and it's all down to Quantum. He's stuck in Firebox. Pretty much, you know, it's a safe position, but you're cornered, so he's going to have to win all these aim duels, and now he's crossed over. He has nothing to work with, gets dropped down, and this is going to be Poly most likely taking this round, but a nice shot out of Quantum. You know, you can't deny that. Looks like he wants to go for the plant and try and get money for the team, and that's actually a huge win. That's a huge win.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. I guess Yasu, he was on, what, 3 HP, so he didn't want to peek it. I guess the obvious thing would be to be a fake. So, yeah, he didn't want to give that kill. It's understandable, but a win nonetheless for UCSC to come out with a plant in the 1v4 situation. Kind of curious, though, in the pistol round, I think they only smoked stairs, right? There was no smoke jungle?
I believe so. I actually wasn't paying attention to utility.
Okay.
I was more focused on the Poly hold, just seeing how effective they could be. So
yeah, I think there was no smoke jungle, and that's what allowed the Poly players to get a crossfire going. Usually when you want to do that strat, you smoke off stairs, you smoke off jungle, so you kind of ignore the right side of the map, and you charge CT through Palace and Ramp. That's usually how it's done, but obviously I think UCSC didn't have a smoke in the jungle area, so that allowed Poly to just completely go ham onto UCSC's team right there.
I like that UCSC also are being patient. They're not force buying this round. They got the plant. They know they'll be able to get full AKs next round. And actually, on the contrary, Poly, they fully invested in this. P90s, M4s, and an AUG. So this should be an easy hold for them. And just look at the damage Lefu's done. 3 kills with the P90. Tons of damage across the board, and even killing an enemy while flashbanged. So that's not a bad achievement in and of itself. So yeah, Poly definitely playing that really well. He just played that fence corner, or the one towards bench, just kind of biding his time, and it's really great when you're going against anti-ecos, because the Tech 9s are going to rush out, or the pistols are they're really trying to take that map as fast as possible, and often that spot will go unchecked. So really well played by him, and now it looks like they just want to go for this A execute. No map control, actually, not even alert player. So fortunately for them, Poly, they're not really taking much map control themselves, so this won't going to be read until just now as the smokes and flashes go over, and now it's down to this execute here on UCSC. The lower player here, no, he's got the P90, a great gun for this position, goes for the spray, he's unable to find anything. Sayo, he gets that first entry, thankfully it'll be traded for Poly, and now the smokes are up. It's definitely going to be a retake unless someone makes a play, and HQZ does just that, finds one, and Yasu chimes in as well, but it's going to be Jojo. He pushes through the smoke on a CT, but he can't do anything in that 1-on-3, so great defense by Poly. Even with the smokes up, they're able to find those choke points, play through the edges of the smoke, make individual plays, flash through, and just really good team play, actually. You know, good communication. They flashed each other, pushed through the smokes, and found the kills before the bomb went down.
Yeah, that was pretty solid from Poly. When you're smoked out, I mean, the best thing you could do is counter flash. So the player who was on ticket booth gets a kill, throws his nade set out, delays, buys time for the rotation. And UCSC, kind of curious, on a full gun round, they went like 4 or 5 ramp. You don't really see that too often. I mean, at least you have a guy coming in from underpass, or at least 2, like one from Palace. So everyone coming from one area, you're quite vulnerable. But I mean, Poly, they just played it really well, and it looks like it's just going to be full-on rush. They just want to rush in onto the site, smokes out again. But Poly, they are in good positions here. Oh, you see, Jojo actually pushed through the smoke, so smart, taking a huge risk on his part, and now he has an op. He could work picks here.
Yeah, he's kind of worried about his flank, considering Poly have been very good at taking map control, so he's going to play a little more passive. And actually, it looks like they want to rotate to B. They realize no one's peeking from the Poly side, and odds are they're just waiting for it. And now Jojo, with the op that he was able to pick up, he's getting the 3rd kill for the round, in his position to find an ace, but fortunately, they still have the armor advantage. Quantum only with the P250, and I was about to say, I wonder if they're going to switch out. Quantum generally the opper for this team. And, you know, now a Tech 9 on JoJo, so that's still a powerful weapon. He was able to find 2 kills with it so far in the round. And now they've actually split their defense. Not necessarily the best. You usually want to just play together on a 2v2 and retake as a team, but they're actually going to split up, and this could be a huge mistake. Epsilon, he's going to have to go huge, but he's behind the pillar. This is a great position. Bomb goes down. He's able to punish him for it, and now Quantum, he has to go huge. He has to find the ace. Pulls out the P250, able to find the 4th kill, and no time on the clock. Can't get the bomb down in time, and only saving the op is the best he can get. And Quantum, great individual play, or JoJo rather, on that round. Sorry, that was Quantum that was last alive, so JoJo only with the 3K, but nonetheless, great individual play by him, and you really gotta be counting your blessings right now if you're Poly.
Yeah, that was actually pretty smart from Poly. I mean, one was committed onto that B site, but the other player, he just totally gave up A site, so he wasn't like fighting. Yep. He could be on the quick rotate, and the other guy was playing market, so they were pretty close to mid, able to rotate to the other side, but. Very smart play from Poly, in my opinion, right there. But UCSC, that was an eco round, and they managed to get 4 kills there. So full gun round coming in. Quantum does have the op. He's in underpass, kind of curious position here. So both teams working their defaults, and Poly, they have a huge lead here. UCSC, they really need this round, or they might go down 6 rounds.
Yeah, you got to credit the B player too, playing behind that second pillar, and it's a great position. Even on a 2v2, you can just bide your time, especially with such little time on the clock. The T's had to commit to the plant. He's able to get that kill and turn it into a 2v1, so really great play, Lefo. He's in a great position. He actually gets shoulder peeked. He finds the double spray down. Poly just playing sublime right now, and that's the bomb dropped as well on Balk. Opper already rotated in the form of HQZ. He actually gets the wall bang, drops him down to 9 HP as well. So JoJo, he's not going to be very strong in the situation. And Daikon, insane trade frags for him. Now they actually opened up the B site, and there's 2 market. They have to push through these smokes. They even saved the smokes. That's great patience out of UCSC, even on this kind of half quasi-buy round. And Daikon finding the 3rd kill for the round. This is just the individual play we've seen at UCSC, and we'll see if that's going to be enough to carry him on his back. Yasu, he's pushing up through sight. He's got the M4, and they have no idea he's so close, and he's going to get the advantage onto Sayo. So down to a 2v1. It's going to be a huge play out of Daikon. He has to find the ace, but unable to. The op's going to win in the end. And easy defuse now for Polytech. They get the 13th round, and their CT is looking just as strong as their T, not even dropping around this half.
Yeah, that was actually a massive individual play coming in from Daikon. He flanked Cat, got 2 kills. On top of that, he got the 3rd kill onto the flank on Cat, and then repositioned himself. So he played phenomenally that round, but Poly, man, their retakes are looking solid. Every round, it seems like on their CT side, their money's like right on the edge. So they're like, if they lose one round, it looks like they're gonna get reset. But they won all 5 of their rounds here, or the last 5 rounds, and it's just Poly on their CT side looking extremely solid.
Yeah, Indomitable comes to mind. These guys are definitely on a streak right now, and Cobblestone might have been a fluke. Close game for them. Probably felt like they should have won it, especially when you get down to around 30 like that. So they come back with the flare. A lot of anger on the side now of UCSC.
Yeah, Epsilon.
They're gonna have to find something, and Epsilon with the huge plays, completely pushing up, finding the rotate. He has so much information for the team, and they're gonna commit. But no finds a kill before going down. So thankfully it's a 3v3, and Poly actually find another kill, the op on HQZ. So just falling apart for them. Only 2 men left. The flank is gonna get canceled, and they're all gonna be coming in from connector and CT. So. Definitely not the worst position here for UCSC, but not easy either. They don't have a lot of utilities to work with. JoJo finds the first spray, but Lefu, he's going to drop Quantum. Now it's going to force JoJo to find a huge play this round. He's actually going to walk through the smoke, but gets the better of him. HQZ finds that kill, punishes him for jumping through the smoke. He didn't really have much of a choice. You know, Lefu obviously defusing without a kit. He could not have known that. You're going against a full buy. You have to just make the play, make the correct play, and unfortunately, it's not going to work out for them. So this is looking like UCSC on their deathbed, and I think Polytech is going to take this map too. I firmly believe we're going to that map 3.
Yeah, Poly is in firm control, and it looks like UCSC, they actually don't have an answer. They've tried everything. They've tried a B hit, they've tried a split, they've tried a mid take, they've tried an A take, and Poly, their defense, I mean, sometimes they just run right into the blender. Sometimes they go in for the retake. I mean, Poly, man, there's a reason why they chose Mirage. And again, like I said before, Mirage is one of those maps where you require tons of coordination, a lot of discipline and smart play. And Poly, this is the team that's known for this coordination.
CSC, very fast play out on the B. B firing, Daikon completely flashed out. He's actually able to find the kill. That's all they're going to be able to get. And Poly, they're trading so effectively. HQZ already on the rotate here from Market. And now it's a 2v3. UCSC have to go huge. That's definitely not going to be easy to find some kills in this situation. 2 players in Market. They have the crossfire. They're holding the cross as well. So UCSC, even to try and recover this bomb, are going to fall right into the crosshairs of Poly. 48 seconds on the clock. They're trying to wait to see if any aggression comes out of Polytech, but they've so consistently played to the T, don't overcommit, and they're not going to do it now. They're on the cusp of getting that match point. Neuro, he does actually get the cross safely, so Poly kind of falling back. They haven't heard the bomb, so they know that UCSC is going to have to make a play, and nice flick for HQZ. Close-up op shot, and this is definitely just match point. Quantum, 22 HP rather, finds the first kill, but he's going to have to get nothing but headshots from this position. He goes for the pre-fire, can't find anything. He has 12 seconds, goes for the fake plant, finds the kill onto Nodo, turns around. Can he find this last kill onto Yasu? He's looking for the spray. 6 seconds left, but Yasu wins it in the end. And Polytech, at the bitter end of the round, still able to get that match point. And I think we're getting that map 3, Will.
Yeah, I was holding my breath right there because Poly, man, time and time again, they showed how smart they are. I mean, they're in a 2v3 situation, and UCSC, they were just hoping that Poly makes a mistake and, over peaks, but none of them were peaking whatsoever, not giving that chance, and they were even looking towards that market push. I mean, Poly played that, again, so incredibly smart. I mean, this team, they're so disciplined, and you could see that on Mirage. I mean, 15-7 lead. And it looks like UCSC, they are frustrated. They are just running out into the A site. They don't know what to do. They are frustrated. They don't know how to break this. So Molly's out, flashes out, kind of a sloppy take here, but they're just going to rush straight through smokes. Wano with the TK as well. Just all-out frustration coming in. And Poly, they are going to whitewash this take. 16-7 on Mirage. Poly, they showed us why they are one of those powerhouses. The first map, they're saying, no, that was a fluke, man. We're going to show you why we're better, why we're going to go to DreamHack. And Poly, they take Mirage very convincingly.
Yeah. Again, you stated it before the map started. Mirage is one of those maps where team synergy, tactics, your patience with your utilities, being able to smoke off the choke points at the right times, getting those flanks, getting those rotations, and Polytech just did it at a much more superior level all across the board. It was T side, CT side not dropping one single round against Santa Cruz. And we're going to a map 3, so 16-14 on the first map for Santa Cruz, 16-7 now for Polytech, and it's starting to look really good for the Canadian Titans. I can't help but favor them. I thought this was honestly going to be a 2-0 before going into it. We didn't really have time for predictions, and obviously Santa Cruz, making me eat my words. But at the same point, I can't help but feel Poly's going to take this third map. I don't know what it is, but they're just looking so strong right now. So we'll take a quick break, guys, about 5 minutes, give or take. So, just get some refreshments, chill. Follow us on Twitter at CStarLeague, as well as our Facebook at CStarLeague, and we'll be back shortly. So thanks for tuning in, and see you soon for map 3.
Who's ready to make some noise? Let's see which crew is the loudest. If you're enjoying today's podcast, show your hearts. Hit that like button and drop some love in the comments.